Hello and welcome to RuneScape with me, Ice Monkey. This is going to be a video on the Legacy Beta with my opinions while doing a little bit of bossing, as I've only seen a few people, like the main YouTubers and the main streamers and all that sort of stuff, PKing, but I was never into that sort of stuff, so I'll make a video on bossing. Now, EOC versus Legacy. I've always preferred the older style combat, but because I started playing in 2010, but 07 was way before my time, so it was not something I could get into. But EOC, I've had a crack at both games, whether it was pre-EOC and EOC, and I would have to say that I do prefer pre-EOC or Legacy, which it will be now. When EOC was released, lots of people quit because it was too much. I stayed and I actually got my max cape in EOC, but it is not the same game. I did not do as much bossing, it was more skilling and all those sort of things. Slayer took me forever to do, so it was too not RuneScape. Now, the combat. EOC it's not a bad game, it's not RuneScape. It seemed when they released it, it was rushed and it was not in Jagex's comfort zone. I understand that they had to expand to grow their company, but it just seemed like they were trying to be something that they weren't. And I can't tell you any figures about this, but I'm sure that their annual income took a huge dive afterwards, and it's because a lot of people quit. A lot of my friends quit, and yeah. Now, with EOC, the problem was not completely the combat. It was okay. I enjoyed using EOC for glaciers and all those sorts of things, but it was the interfaces, that NIS stuff that they've put in. It just made the game too cluttered and too not the same. It was not simplistic like it should be for a Java game, and that's what really put me off. When that was put in, I came onto the game and I could not find anything. Now, they've still got that sort of stuff on the Legacy Beta. If you were to click the quest tab, it'd bring up a menu, whereas pre-EOC, they'd have a little box there where your inventory would pop up with just the quests in it and the task systems. That's the sort of stuff that we want, but Jagex, I don't think they'll really be doing that sort of stuff. In this video, you'll see that I actually take a lot of damage while praying the correct combat prayer, and it's a difference. Jagex have said that they don't want to make prayers in Legacy mode 100% protective, but what I don't think they realize is that in EOC it's fine to have them not 100% because they've got healing abilities, whereas in Legacy mode we've got no shield abilities, we've got no Gothic's blessing and all those sorts of things. We've got none of those abilities that can heal us, whereas obviously EOC does. So that's one of the things I think that they should do. Another one is the potions, extremes versus and overloads. Now, they are really high levels to get to, especially overloads. Now, to balance it out, I think overloads should damage you again, 500 life points, and then you have to heal up, which would bring up the potions, the prices of, let's say, Sarah Brews and food, where, like with the prayers, it would bring up the prices of prayer pots, like they used to be, because at the moment, I think a Torstal is like 5k. It's dirt cheap, to be honest, compared to when I got 99 Herblo. It was like 30k a herb. Now, Jagex, as far as I know, have released a poll on EOC, on RS3, sorry, to release Legacy mode next month, maybe the month after. Now, I think this is a great mistake because they've not ironed out all the bugs, and they won't be ironing out all the bugs for a long time because it took them a year, almost a year, to iron out all of EOC's problems after buffing and rebuffing and then down buffing all the bosses. It was just a joke. So rushing Legacy is not a good thing because that will put a lot more people off the game again. Whereas if they get it right first time and then put it in, it will be better. Now, the things that I have noticed while I was playing was how much damage I was taking. Some of the combat animations, like if you were dual wielding a crossbow, he'd shoot 2 and then he'd swing 2 like it was a sword. But overall, I'd say that Legacy mode, I'm quite enjoying it actually, because it's just nostalgic, like 07 was. I had when EOC came out, I had 136 combat, and now I've come in and there's like, when I first logged in, I saw the 138 and I was like, oh my god, 138 combat. Literally, I actually typed that into the chat, and then there's just things like specs. These are things that I never used to be able to do, because when I did have this, I was not, I could not afford to have things like Dragon Claws or AGS because they were so expensive at the time. But now with this Legacy, 808 there, it might just bring back the prices of things like Bandos and the AGSs and the God Swords. So I hope you enjoyed. Little climax to end on the video, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you for watching. Comment and subscribe. Bye bye.